fair ball. Jacob, what a play from Jacob! And Madison drive! Tie game! 60. In play, that's a fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Jordan Rice heads out. Trey Cluxton right.
Get out, ball later! He might have just missed it! Got it wrong from Jordan Rice! And that's a shot! That's a what a play!
On second, flips over to first, and he does it! Oh my Lord, Zach Inouye, a solo!
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh! Philip Rosenbach, walked off the 8th season. Oh!
Get out, ball later! And Thomas Playhouse makes the grab.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out.
I like it. That ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Keaton. Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil.
You are looking in at a very hot Tuesday afternoon here in the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures in the high 80s, and we are in for quite a matchup. The Atlantic Aces leading the league, while the Metropolitan Mojo look to hang on to the final playoff spot. I'm Trevor Butler, joined as always by Jack Playhouse. Jack, how you doing today?
Doing good.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, both teams are here. Both teams are pretty much ready to go, so it's going to be a rather abbreviated pregame show. We're going to jump right into the lineups. First for the home team, the Atlantic Aces.
Aaron Schofield, Washington State University.
Moses Valadez, go Wave.
Morgan Granich, Northwest Guatemalan High School.
Dylan Carroll, Lil Man, Big Dreams.
Jace Pratt, Jackson High School.
And the lineups for the visiting Metropolitan Mojo.
Dominic DeMero, University of Hawaii, go Bows.
Trevor May, Kelso High School.
Austin Whitehouse, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Alex Hatch, Woodway Elementary.
Quinn Thomas, La Petite Academy.
Houston Schmutz, Archbishop Murphy High School.
And it looks like we are just about ready to go. Both teams down players today. The Mojo only bringing out 3. It's going to be Austin Whitehouse, Dominic DeMiro, and Alex Hatch. What do you see for them today, Jack?
Yeah, so obviously Tommy Tickets, he's out. He said, he's a team player guy. He's going to be out there just holding first base. He can't throw the wiffle ball, but, he can receive it first, which is definitely going to help them out if they're going to try and hang on here to that second to last position, the last spot in the playoffs. And it's a tall task today against the Aces. The Aces are down too. They're sporting Kyle Shea as his AWA debut today, trying to keep that 1 seed. So both teams, one team's trying to get the 1 seed, one team's trying to make the playoffs. It'll be an interesting matchup.
And a good spot for the Atlantic Aces, of course, when you have the Cy Young frontrunner on the hill, Moses Valdez, you're always in a pretty good spot. And we're going to jump into this one.
Yeah, and Moses Valdez obviously right now running away with the Cy Young Awards. It's mainly just hanging on, keep doing what you've been doing all season. A 1.9 ERA, 70 Ks, and a 1.732 WHIP. All first place in the league, except he's sharing that first K spot with Drew Gradwell of the Nighthawks. But the good news for the Mojos, they have Alex Hatch and Dominic DeMiro back today. They're 2 offensive producing players in that lineup. That's going to be a big help for this team today.
So we're going to get things started. It's going to be Moses Valdez facing Austin Whitehouse to open us up here in Game 1 on a Tuesday evening. And the first pitch is swung through at 60 for strike 1. Valdez campaigning to retake that top K spot, and like we said, he has been really running away with things in terms of the Cy Young.
Yeah, and kind of where he has had difficulty, which is not very often, it has been in the first inning. And you'll see from time to time, if he has a rough first inning, he'll take himself out of the game and then go to Jace Pratt. Not much wiggle room today without some of their other guys like Morgan and Dylan Carroll.
So he opens things up with a walk just missing inside, and an uncharacteristic first man aboard here for the Mojo off of Valdez.
Yeah, and that's a great at-bat there from Austin Whitehouse, hitting .293, improving his average from a year ago. Now Dominic DeMiro, I guess the good thing here, if you have 3 players and using Tommy Tickets as a defensive position, Alex Hatch and Dominic DeMiro will have way more at-bats facing Moses Valdez, so that can only help offensively.
So DeMiro's going to step in here. Nobody out and a man sitting on first here in the top of the first inning of Game 1. Valdez first pitch to him stays inside.
And Dominic DeMiro back after 2 weeks off, but he's got 6 home runs, .396 average, and 17 RBIs. So
He'll sky that one, but it's going to go foul.
Former MVP 2 years ago facing the current MVP.
1-2 pitch. Missed up and out for ball 2. Little windy here this afternoon. Wind blowing right to left as Valdez misses outside again, and the count is full.
I like this patient approach by the Mojo hitters.
We'll see if that continues to work here, the 3-2. Missed upstairs. Back-to-back walks to open things up here in game 1.
Yeah, and a lot of times in games when they're kicking it off, the batters will take pitches, you know, not sure if the pitcher has it or not, and sometimes it works against you if you're a prolific pitcher like Moses Valdez. They want him to make the mistake rather than just getting fooled up there swinging at some crap.
So Alex Hatch is going to step in now, and he's got himself a pretty good opportunity to put the Mojo ahead. First pitch was in there for a strike, but it was at 62. That one at 56 catches the zone, and there's the first strike of the at-bat. 63.
He's really going after him here.
Valdez in search of what would be a big out. Roped left side, skips through the legs of Pratt. Here comes Whitehouse. He'll score, no throw. DeMiro goes to third. And with nobody out, the Mojo getting on the board early here in game 1.
Nice job by Alex Hatch there, sticking with it. Would have been a tough play to get him regardless over there. Jace Pratt not normally over there. But getting the first lead of the game against the best team in the AWA, that's a great start for the Mojo.
So Valdez finds himself in some hot water here as he fires that one in for his strike to Whitehouse. Whitehouse pops up center field. Kyle Shea, the debut, able to haul it in. DeMiro coming home from third. He'll tag and score. 1 down, and a second run scores for the Mojo.
A lot of players won't tag up there, but Dominic DeMiro, veteran, knowing that Tyler Shea, it's his first time in the league, that's his first defensive play, knows that he's probably not going to throw it home there, so nice job to tack on an extra run.
So the Mojo doubling up here, but now with one away, Valdez can try to find himself in a rhythm. First pitch tagged foul by DeMiro. And I've got to say, I think one of the toughest things today for both of these teams is going to be managing the heat. I'm already toasty up here in the booth. I can't imagine how it feels, especially for a guy like Aaron Schofield sitting in direct sunlight right now.
Well, as the sun goes down, we'll get a little more shade out here. It'll be tough, though, for second base and third base today to make those plays. The sun right in your eyes. Please, I was going to say, does he have shades on? It's either shades or his hat's shading it. Can't even tell.
Yeah, I can't tell either. Missed down low, ball 2. 2-2 pitch. Swung through strike 3, the second out of the frame, the first strikeout of the day from Moses Valdez.
I think the funny thing is, when you look at the bottom 2 teams this year, the Mojo and the Cyclones, they have 2 of the best offenses in the league, which goes to show how important starting pitching is. Moses Valdez, Cy Young frontrunner, his team's in first place.
And we'll see here if he can regroup after a bit of a rocky early start to this game. First pitch to Hatch, swung through for strike 1.
Nice drop ball there.
Now the 0-1. 64, so really peppering those low 60s is Valdez. 61. That misses upstairs at 58.
This is kind of the time when these ERAs start getting ballooned a bit with the weather heating up. Flick of the wrist could be a home run, and we've seen that in prior weeks.
Of course, we've seen some unexpected players having some big games. It was Alex Ballard last week who exploded in that series. 2-2 pitch, tagged foul, and Hatch stays alive.
Hatch, one of the most aggressive swingers in the league.
This one pushed the other way, but it just goes foul.
That was at 64 too, so who knows if that was in the speed limit, if he wouldn't be late on that.
Quite a battle going on here between Hatch and Valdez. Valdez will regroup, toe the rubber once again and look for a punch out here, the 2-2. Missed outside, and the count is full. You don't see a lot of full counts for Moses Valdez, but he's had 3 in this inning, and each of them have resulted in a walk as there's 2 aboard with 2 outs.
And the Mojo doing a great job taking pitches, getting on board. That's 3 walks already in this inning. Austin Whitehouse, a walk and a sac fly, will try to add to the lead.
Waves at the first pitch is sitting at 60 flat. Now the 0-1. Missed a little high. Valdez already north of 30 pitches in this one as that's tagged foul back to us. Always got to look alive back here. The 1-2 outside, and it's 2s. Valdez looking to prevent loading the bases here. Whitehouse will wear it off the shoulder, and the count is full once again. All 3 walks have come off a full count so far, and you can make it 4 as Valdez walks the bases loaded now with 2 outs.
So far, only 2 runs across, which is not a problem by no means, but got to get Dominic DeMuro here. And if Moses Valdez can get out of this inning, sure he'll go right back to his ways in innings 2 and 3 like we've seen many times.
So DeMuro steps in 0 for 1 with a strikeout and sends the first pitch foul the other way towards the house. 0-1 spiked in the dirt. And he missed low again. Uncharacteristic early on from Moses Valdez.
He's just missing, and his velo's a little bit up.
3-1 pitch on the way. Is
no pitch.
Taken at 62. So 3-1 again. This one tagged foul at 57, and the count is full. Again, every walk thus far has come off a full count. Won't continue this time. Schofield applies the tag to Hatch, gets the aces out of the inning. Mojo get 2, but Strand the bases loaded. It's work to do for the aces in the bottom of the first.
Aaron Schofield will lead it off. If it wasn't for Philip Thomas and Zane Phillips, Aaron Schofield would be one of the top contenders for Silver Slugger. 479 average, double-digit home runs, 10, 31 RBIs. Good enough for 3rd across the board.
And it's shaping up here in the last couple weeks of the season to be at least a somewhat interesting home run race. Zane Phillips seems to be head and shoulders above the competition, but below him, a lot of guys who are jockeying for 2nd and 3rd.
And all you need is one good series, string together 4 or 5 home runs, and you're right back in it.
Speaking of home runs, how about Cal Raleigh last night?
There you go.
Winning the Derby.
I mean, anything less would have been disappointing, let's be honest.
Schofield ahead 3-0 here. You know, I was chatting with Tommy Tickets before the game, told him I was watching ESPN today, and they were going over the lineups for the All-Star game today, talking about the National League and Will Smith, and whoever it was on ESPN said, oh yeah, the National League has Will Smith, the best catcher in baseball. And I couldn't necessarily agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's strongly disagree.
Yeah. Full count pitch tagged foul, and Schofield stays alive.
61, but doesn't matter.
Payoff pitch is again fouled back. Schofield jumped ahead 3-0, but Hatch has worked his way back into it. Nevertheless, ends with a leadoff walk to Aaron Schofield.
Looking at Hatch's stats, 3.72 ERA, which is very respectable. He's missed a few games this year. For the most part, he's been pretty dominant. It's just a couple of series here and there where he just loses his feeling on the ball. It's going to be tough today against the Aces, which are known for their offense.
So Jace Pratt swings at the first offering of the at-bat and falls behind 0-1. He leaves that one downstairs. He'll sky that one out towards center field. DeMiro calls everyone off and corrals it with ease for the first out of the bottom of the inning.
Those are the ones that scare you as a pitcher, especially in this heat. Anything in the air could get out today. Now Kyle Shea making his AWA debut.
He leaves the first pitch of his career at 60, and it'll be in there for strike one.
And I wonder what the scouting report was, if he'll take any hacks here in his first at-bat or just kind of get an understanding what to look for.
63 inside. Hatch trying to speed him up a little bit. 2-1 in there at 59, and we're even 2-2.
Ooh.
And he'll ground that one back to Hatch, who tosses the first. Tommy Tickett's able to rein it in.
There's, you might have to go lefty over there. It looked like a very uncomfortable throw back to the pitcher.
It was a nice heads-up play by Aaron Schofield, going first to third, taking advantage.
It's productive out.
Yeah. Not a bad way to start your career.
Now Moses Valdez really upped his home run totals last week. He's got 8 now, 321 average, 21 RBIs.
Takes strike one there. Shea able to set the table for the pitcher, who's behind 0-2. Hatch looking to strand a runner 40 feet away. Misses inside for ball one. Now the 1-2. Pulled foul back into the trees.
He was a mile in front of that one at 51.
We'll see if Hatch tries to speed him up here. The 1-2 again. Popped up, going foul. That's where it'll settle in. 1-2 once again. Inside ball 2. Even 2-2.
Good. Good boy.
I was able to make the grab on that one. Sweet, I'll take it.
Jeez.
I was ready for it again. Tipped foul back towards us. Really got to keep your head on a swivel when you're back here in the booth.
I'm just hiding behind this camera.
2-2 again. This one lines center field. DeMiro able to make the grab. And the Mojo strand a man at third. We head to the second, 2-0 your score.
Hatch, were you last out? Dom?
So back to work for Moses Valdez after a troublesome first inning. We'll see if he's able to regain a little bit of Confidence here. First pitch swinging. Alex Hatch sent out to center field. Maybe not. Alex Hatch destroyed that baseball. Skies it out to center and makes it a 3-0 Mojo lead.
9th home run of the year for Alex Hatch. And just when we're about to say Alex Hatch started to slip down that offensive leaderboard after a prolific week 1 where he hit 6 home runs in week 1. Finally gets to 9, and it looks like Moses Valadez will take himself out. So we've seen this before. If he doesn't have it, he'll take himself out of the game, go to Jace Pratt. And just like that, there are no more pitchers under a 2 ERA. And that's just kind of how the season goes. You know, once the pitchers start to, or the hitters start to see the pitchers a little more, they are able to start knocking these pitchers up a little bit. Especially with a 60-mile-per-hour speed limit, you can't blow it by, guys. I will say 60 in the box still does look pretty quick. I think the conversion's like 91.
Oh my gosh.
So definitely doable, but not ideal.
So Pratt will step in here, having to pitch from behind, trailing 3-0. He'll face Austin Whitehouse to open things up.
And Jace Pratt had a nice outing against the Nighthawks where he pitched 2 innings, only 2 earned.
0-1, tried to go with the knuckler, and he missed outside.
Trying to get that ERA down a bit. It's 5.51, which is pretty far off from his 2.54 ERA from a year ago on the Wolfpack.
He's behind 3-1 here. Hitters count to Whitehouse. He'll leave it upstairs for a 5-pitch walk.
It's full now. I think we lost 2.
Will this better result in something other than a walk?
Pratt the 3-2. Lined back up the middle. Shea bobbles it. Underhand flip. A nice play to make the out.
Now for the Metropolitan Mojo, pitcher and captain.
So Kyle Shea in his AWA debut able to scoop that one up and flip it underhand to Valdez over at first for the first out of the inning.
It's tough for Austin Whitehouse. We didn't realize it was 3-2, but could have had a walk there instead.
So Dominic DeMiro steps in, quickly moving ahead in the count 2-0. Take a brief pause so Tommy Tickets can come sprinting behind.
It's a nasty knuckleball right there.
And it was a hearty cut from DeMiro, too. And he'll take it 2-2. You guys can't see it on this camera, but with how much the sun has gone down already, Aaron Schofield, who was struggling with it in the first inning, is now almost entirely eclipsed in shade out there in left field.
And I'd say Jace Pratt has 2 of the best pitches all year. So Jace Pratt has the stuff. It's the consistency. Oh, that's nasty.
And DeMiro frozen on that one. Bends all the way back in, catches the top of the zone, and there's 2 down. So Hatch steps in, and he'll have a tall task at following his homer to open this inning up.
And Alex Hatch 2 for 2 with a single walk and a home run.
Thought about that one, took a big step into it.
50 miles per hour.
2-1 on the way is pulled foul. Left that one inside, nearly up to the hands. Now the 2-2 on the way from Pratt. Swung through strike 3.
Yeah, they fouled it off, I think.
No, nobody else heard it.
I heard it.
Okay, cool.
I thought he didn't connect, but he just got a piece of it, so we'll try again 2-2. This time he gets a piece of it. Count remains the same. Pratt trying to get out of the inning.
Oh my.
He'll do just that. This time, Hatch can't connect. Pratt retires the Mojo 1-2-3 after coming in for Valdez. But the Mojo get 1. It's 3-0 your score.
Now batting for the Atlanta Aces, captain and third baseman, number 24, Aaron Schofield.
Tommy Ticket's doing double duty, walk-up songs and playing first base.
So the Aces needing to find some momentum here quick. It's going to be back to the top of the order with Aaron Schofield. Walked his first time up, hill ground this one back to Hatch, underhand throw, close play. It looked like he didn't step on the safety bag.
We'll take a look at the replay.
And it was a nice pick.
Oh, we have to go back here.
He definitely, the throw got there in time, and he didn't step on the safety bag, so it cut.
But I think he beat it too, or he didn't beat it as well. So it's a double whammy there.
Took the words right out of my mouth. One down now here in the bottom of the second as Hatch looks to keep on rolling against Jace Pratt. Grounded left side. That's going to get by Whitehouse. Jace Pratt hitting against the shift and a one-out single to put the Aces in business.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly sure why Austin was so far over. Jace Pratt, when he hits it, he does normally pull it.
So Kyle Shea grounded out in his first at-bat. He'll step in here with a runner on first, and we'll see what the approach is here. Working out of a 1-1 count. Lines one center field. Steps on second, but Shea beats it out. We're going to call it a fielder's choice, so the first time on base of Kyle Shea's career, but not quite the first career hit for him.
That's a great play by Dominic there, and I don't think it would have been in time regardless. Some good speed there from Shea, even if Tommy Tickets held on to it.
So Shea takes over at first. Moses Valdez will step in now. Swings at the first pitch of the at-bat and can't connect with 59. Leaves that one outside. Certainly considered taking a hack, but he holds off. That'll bounce off Valdez and hit the zone, so ball nonetheless. 2-1. Swung through strike 2.
Hatch is doing a great job of getting ahead in the counts.
Looking to get out of the inning. 2-2 stayed outside, and the count goes full with 2 outs. Payoff pitch inside, a 2-out walk to Moses Valdez, and it's back to the top of the order.
Tying run. Aaron Schofield comes to the plate. 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. These lineups are turning over quick here today.
And with a combined 7 guys, it's bound to...
Well, 8, including Tommy Tickets.
That's true. I guess I'd say 7 guys hitting.
An elite defensive player. Yeah.
Our production team just told us 7.5. Schofield takes that inside ball 1, looking to work his way aboard. We'll jump ahead 2-0. And again, passes on the 2-0 offering to go ahead 3-0. Looking for another 2-out walk-off Hatch.
Love to see that from Aaron Schofield. He's not here to walk.
Took a huge hack at that, the old tennis strategy as he
Never mind, I guess he is.
let out a grunt, but evidently he is here to walk on some occasions.
It's such a weird number.
Just like that, go ahead run. Jace Pratt comes to the plate.
He's got a prime opportunity to shake things up here in game 1.
That's the thing with the Aces team. Even when they're down, they're still in it.
First pitch on the way is left low, ball 1.
Jace Pratt 1 for 2, the only hit for the Aces here today.
So Alex Hatch has had a relatively solid start so far. Finding himself in a jam right now, though.
It's a great pitch. Very tough for a righty to catch up to that lefty slider where it almost appears like it's breaking around the plate and then can come back and hit that zone about 2 feet off the plate.
2-1 on the way. Is sent back to Hatch, who lobs it over to the first. Tommy Tickett's able to haul it in, and Alex Hatch gets out of a jam. We go to the third, 3-0 your score.
I got out last.
Back to work for Jace Pratt here in the top of the third. He'll see Austin Whitehouse to open things up, and Whitehouse will wear a pitch off the back. He lines one, and a nice play out there from Kyle Shea in center.
Yeah, we've seen some nice plays in his AWA debut, especially with no shades out there, no hat, a little bit of sunlight. Not easy to do.
It's like the polar opposite of Aaron Schofield. And with the angle we're at now, we can conclude that Schofield is not wearing sunglasses. Investigative journalism here in the AWA. 1-1 pitch on the way to DeMiro. Where's it for ball 2? Took a big cut at 51 there, and it's 2-2.
And that knuckleball looks so juicy at 51, but every batter's been too early on it.
Pratt looking for back-to-back outs, and he'll get it at 58. Slowed him down, sped him up, and there's 2 away.
Nice job there, Jace Pratt. And Jace Pratt, honestly, might be a good option for this Aces team, just coming out in relief. Every time he's come out in relief this year, he's been dominant. But we kind of notice here, especially with Moses Valdez, it's the first inning, which is often the hardest, because the batters are not swinging as much as they are on the second and the third inning.
First pitch to Hatch stays upstairs, ball 1.
Oof, that's tough.
Oh my goodness. Posted that TikTok earlier this week about the nasty pitch, and I feel like anything that comes out of the hand of Jace Pratt can be put on that level. He gets Hatch to miss upstairs. It's 2-2.
If there's anyone who's going to hit it, it's going to be Alex Hatch. He's got both hits for the Mojo here in this game.
Not this time, though. 51 gets him to swing. Work to do for the Aces as they look to walk this thing off. 3 to keep the game going, 4 to win it.
Was it me?
Yeah, Shay, me.
So in his AWA debut, Kyle Shea is going to step up here in a high leverage situation, 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a strikeout so far. He'll tag that first pitch foul.
It's a good looking swing there.
Now the 0-1.
Oof. Alex Hatch is not giving him any easy pitches.
0-2. He went after it, just caught a piece of it. Good job of staying alive here. So that'll miss down low.
Just missed it on that submarine delivery.
A lefty-righty matchup. The 1-2 stays outside.
Just missed it.
2-2 pitch on the way. Got him to swing at 55, and there's one down.
And that's how big Alex Hatch is for this team. Mojo feel like they can hang with anyone with Alex Hatch out there on the mound.
And it's been a tough season for them, but come playoff time, the slate is clean, and even if they do sneak in as that 7 seed, hanging around with the top team in the league, surely gonna inspire some confidence in this Mojo squad. As that's gonna be sent out towards center, and DeMiro makes the grab on the first pitch. There's 2 away here in game 1.
Huge out right there. Dominic DeMiro's been kind of a vacuum there today. He's made 3 or 4 good plays. Toughest out right here, though, for Alex Hatch.
Sent left side, tough play, Whitehouse, and you said it, Schofield thought about second. He'll wisely refrain and take his spot at first.
And another kind of an interesting positioning there. I know you want to cover the entire field, but just looking at Aaron Schofield just hitting the tree every single at bat. He's a pure pull hitter. Most times you want to hug that line.
So Jace Pratt will step in here as the Aces look to continue a 2-out rally in the bottom of the 3rd. We've seen some late game rallies, but it's tough facing a guy like Alex Hatch. 1-1 pitch is tagged foul, and the Aces are down to their final strike here in game 1. Hatch looking to cap off a shutout, the 1-2.
Ooh. Been nasty if it landed.
So he'll regroup and try it again. This one stays outside, and the count is full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging at 58 in the Mojo. Cap off a game 1 victory, a shutout for Alex Hatch to open this series.
That's the cursor right there. Oh yeah. I haven't worn that thing since 2021. Yep.
Aaron. Line up. Hey, do you want same lineup and then Jace's pitching.
Those is all.
Yeah.
And
sure there's one. Oh, I got mine. Okay. Is that one okay? Also, you see any more across the fence you can't get?
Still the one across the fence. Yeah, sorry.
Hatch only needs 3 balls.
So after spinning a shutout in game 1, Roberts with Alex Hatch.
All right, Alex, talk about the complete game all the way around from the plate to the mound. Guys were there. Nice. What do you expect for game 2 and game 3?
Hopefully we can just keep the same momentum.
All right, good luck out there. Back to the booth, guys.
Ready, Aaron? Yeah, right.
Garlic bread and mac and cheese.
So Alex Hatch back out on the mound. Has his ERA now down to 3.38 on the 2025 campaign.
And all of a sudden, with the bad start from Valdez, the door might just be cracked open a little bit for a handful of guys to try and get back into the Cy Young race.
I'm sure we'll see him out there again. So I think as it stands right now, Peter McNeil is the ERA leader. And he'll be playing tomorrow.
3 games in 3 days, or I guess I should say 3 series in 3 days this week. So a lot of wiffle ball coming right into your living room or wherever you may choose to watch. "3-1 to open things up is left inside. Aaron Schofield has a leadoff walk.
We've seen this before from Alex Hatch walking the leadoff batter, so no time to panic just yet. The no-hitter is still intact.
So Jace Pratt steps in now. None gone, 1 on as he takes strike 1.
Jace Pratt will start here in game number 2.
Opts to leave that one outside, and we're back even. Popped up left side. Whitehouse goes over, hauls it in, flips back to first in time to get him. Austin Whitehouse, head on a swivel, delivers a throw back to first in time to spin a double play.
Yeah, we'll look at the replay. I think for sure he got him there. And I think Aaron was kind of just messing with Austin. Didn't think he'd actually throw it, and he for sure got him there. So that's a huge play.
That's sent out left side. It's gonna leave the... Did it get out? It got out! Hit the tree. I couldn't tell if it was gonna get out or not. Somebody saved that wiffle ball. Career hit number 1, career RBI number 1, and career homer number 1 for Kyle Shea.
If it hits the tree 50 feet above the fence, we can't call that a ground rule double.
All right, I tried.
I didn't see it hit the tree. I was too busy watching DeMiro go over. As that's lined and just foul.
Yeah, it's a tough play right there. I mean, it had the angle where it looked like it could have been robbable, but just the rule is if it hits that tree 50 feet above the fence line, you got to just call that a home run.
I saw it drop back into play. I thought it had just hung up or got caught by the wind or something, but a big-time first career hit for Kyle Shea here in game 2.
Yeah, and there would be riots if I called that a ground rule double from the Aces.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Ran up and in on Valdez, and the count is full.
That's got to feel good for Kyle Shea. First hit in the AWA is a home run. Don't have the stats, but I'm sure that doesn't happen very often. Your first career hit is a home run.
Yeah, there's a bunch of dead balls over there. I was warming up.
So Valdez in a full count here. Top of the first of game number 2. And he'll work a 2-out walk.
Now you see how big that double play was.
That's true. Would have been a 3-run shot. Or at least a 2-run shot if Schofield was able to get back. But he'll step in here. Looking to rebound from the early base running error as he takes strike 1. He'll ground that one left side. Gets by Whitehouse. Having a tough one out there. Schofield to dig for second. Here comes Valdez home. He's
I got his foot.
We'll take a look at the replay. That was close. That was close. Definitely hit him.
Ran into Dom coming around third.
He didn't touch me.
You were in the way. You gotta give him.
Oh, I got out of the way. Trust me, I got out of the way.
Definitely got it.
I think I got him.
Wait. Factor in having to go around a player at third.
I definitely got his back foot though.
His front foot. I thought it was safe. It wasn't really complicated.
I don't really know what it's up. I don't want to be in this.
He also had to go around a player at third too.
So
the call, yeah, go ahead.
Official ruling is safe, so a second run scores. Aaron Schofield gets on his horse, gets to third, and now with 2 outs, another run might score.
Yeah, and it's been like a beaten record here today, but Austin Whitehouse needs to shade over that third base line. This is a pole hitting team, and that's the third hit down the line, where he could have easily been in front of it.
Pratt tags that foul, a little upset with himself for missing that one.
Aggressive running there from Moses Valdez. Almost worked out for the Mojo, but a little bobble there from Dominic DeMuro allowed Moses Valdez to barely get in.
So Pratt behind in the count 2-1, or ahead in the count here 2-1.
Oh, yeah.
That'll work things back even 2-2.
Here we go. Best pitch.
Hatch trying to get out of the inning, but he'll leave that one inside. It's 3-2.
Already 22 pitches for Alex Hatch here in the first.
Grounded left side. Whitehouse makes the play here, fires over to first, and Tommy Ticket's able to hang on to it, but the Aces get 2 in the top of the first.
Yeah, Tom's grabbing one more.
He's grabbing one over.
I guess that one didn't go over the fence because it hit the thing.
So it looks like Moses Valdez will actually be putting himself right back into it.
Got the ball.
Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, that one didn't. Yeah.
Austin, there's probably some behind the card. If you could look.
Jace was slated to start game 2, but Moses Valdez, I think, changed his mind last second after the 2-run lead here in the first.
So now pitching with an advantage, Valdez goes to work and leaves the first pitch low for ball 1. 2-0 is going to be tagged foul.
Austin Whitehouse had the sack fly, bringing his RBI total on this season to 10 double digits after game 1.
So ground one left side. Schofield goes over, comes up firing, but it skips away from Pratt.
Yeah, nice play there, but unfortunately just the throw's a little off. It does hit the brick wall though, so it'll be limited to a single. Brick wall acts kind of as a backstop. Any throw outside of it, runner is awarded another run. Or base.
Valdez tried to campaign for a case that the throw, however offline, did hit Whitehouse in the leg, but unsuccessful for him as DeMuro goes ahead 3-0. Take a strike there.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Dominic DeMuro had a little bit of a rougher game 1, but it's his first game back after missing 2 weeks. He'll find it eventually. Just like that.
There you go. The opposite of the announcer's jinx. The announcer's blessing, perhaps, as DeMuro hits one on a rocket out to right field and evens this game at 2.
Dominic DeMiro's 7th home run of the year, 19 RBIs now, ties this game up. Moses Valdez, for whatever reason, is having some difficulty with this Mojo lineup.
So an uncharacteristic series for him continues here. First pitch is at 62, so a no pitch. This one at 59, though, drops out of the zone for ball 1. He'll take that at 60 flat for a strike. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first as Hatch tags that foul 1 and 2.
We're getting peppered back here.
Yeah.
As long as Trevor made that catch.
There's your content.
Yeah, just assume that we make every catch back here. Shoot me a text to remind me.
One, 2, 62.
That's got to be the most frustrating thing as a pitcher. Getting that strike 3, and it's taken away via the speed check.
So we try again in a 1-2 count. Runs inside. Hatch had to jump out of the way of that one. And swings through this one at 59 for the first out of the inning.
Nice job there to get the first out of the game. Austin Whitehouse singled in his first at-bat.
So Whitehouse ahead 1-0, grounds one left side. Schofield bobbled it once, bobbled it twice, and can't make the throw. Whitehouse gets aboard with one away.
Yeah, and even if Aaron Schofield fields that cleanly, it's going to be a very tough throw over to first. I mean, he's one of the guys that can do that. But slow roller, not much time.
So after homering in his first at-bat of this second game, DeMiro steps in and peppers that one right side, skips under the hand of Shea.
Stay there, stay there, stay there.
Whitehouse digs around, goes to third, holds up there. And it's runners on the corners once again for Alex Hatch.
Dominic DeMiro starting to break out here in game 2. It's only a matter of time before he got his first hit of the series. I want to say Dominic DeMiro in his career leads the league in oppo home runs. Kind of a rare push hitter in the AWA. His single there was opposite field as well.
That's 62 up and in. Dominic DeMiro, the AWA's very own Chas McCormick, it seemed like he would always go oppo for the Astros.
No, it's also very lineup dependent. Obviously, Moses Valdez, it's in the high 50s to 60s. We'll take a look, but that was close. Calling the field as he didn't go, but we'll take a look. And he did win. He did go.
So we chat with New York. They say he goes around the second
swings in the MLB
out of the inning.
This isn't the there's 7 trees in the field. I know, but just 2, right? I didn't think that was a reviewable thing. Everything's reviewable. No, they don't review that in the MLB. This is the AWA. We review everything. Integrity of the game. Dude, no love for the integrity of the game. We have to.
So Tommy Tickets with some words for the replay review team, arguing that we should not be allowed to review check swings. But as Jack said, this is the AWA. This is not the MLB.
And to be fair, I think it's much harder for us up here to call a swing. Oh, that's a...
Speaking of swings, a little excuse me swing from Austin Whitehouse will be tapped back to Valdez. And it'll end the inning, but the Mojo knot this one up. 2-2 as we head to the second.
feel like I've been helping you out.
Here we go, guys.
So Kyle Shea to lead things off here in the second. Clubbed his first career homer last time up. And he'll take strike one to open this one up. 0-1 now.
Where do the Aces find all these subs from? Just got a portal.
Very deep farm system.
Aggressive swing.
Shea needing to defend now in a 1-2 count. And he'll go around at 55. A gnarly punch-out pitch for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. Once you hit your first career home run, first home run in the AWA, you definitely want to keep doing it, which makes you swing at some uncomfortable pitches at times, like what we just saw there.
Call that the Jose Altuve strategy. So Moses Valdez will step in once again and leave the first offering for a strike.
Nasty pitch, top of the zone, almost unhittable.
Now the 0-1. 61 saved by the speed check there. This one's 60 flat though for strike two.
Most Valdez thinking that was going to curve right back in.
61 saved by the speed check once again.
Would be 2 strikeouts. Fortunately, just 0-2.
And I'll leave that one inside for ball 1. Valdez looking to work his way back into this at bat.
Oh, it's a nasty pitch.
Sped him up, slowed him down, sat him down for the second out of the inning. Back-to-back Ks for Alex Hatch to open things up here in the second.
Great job getting ahead and then putting him away with that drop ball. Dropped right on the plate.
So back to the top of the order with Aaron Schofield now. And with 2 gone, Hatch now searching to retire the side.
I was going to say, let's see if Austin Whitehouse shades over. It doesn't look like he is.
This one pulled all the way foul.
Right behind the bucket.
The 1-1. Stayed up high, ball 2.
Aaron loves that inside pitch. Hits the tree. It's a requirement every at bat. Aaron Schofield has to hit that tree.
It's got some holes in it. Yeah. Not that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second here in game 2 in a 2-2 game. Deuce is super wild. As that misses upstairs for ball 3. Full count pitch. Got him to hack at 56. Alex Hatch strikes out the side here in the second. We go to the bottom of the frame. Still 2-2. Dominic DeMiro will lead off here in the bottom of the second of game number 2. And he'll sky one out towards center. It's going to be over the head of Kyle Shea. The second homer of the game for Dominic DeMiro, humming to life here late in the season. It's 3-2 Mojo.
Just like that, Dominic DeMiro up to 8 home runs. Gives the Mojo a lead 3-2. And, you know, some more veteran players there might have a chance at robbing that home run. Unfortunately, it's the rookie making his AWA debut, but that ball was a wall scraper. Counts just the same.
And Dominic DeMiro saw the home run race, said, hey, I want to be part of that too, and has catapulted himself into that conversation. Hatch leaves that one.
Not this time.
2-1. It's outside for ball 3, a hitter's count to Alex Hatch.
Got like 9 balls.
Fouled, but 61. So we try again for a 3-1 count, and this one peppered right side on a rope. Back-to-back jacks for the Metropolitan Mojo, and it's 4-2.
Mojo bats coming alive, and that's got to feel good for Alex Hatch after kind of having a little bit of a down mid-season. He's now up to double-digit home runs, 10 on the year, 27 RBIs, 302 average.
And of course, the Aces don't want to see this performance, but neither do the Central Cyclones, who needed the Aces to keep, or the Mojo to keep dropping some games to stay alive in the hunt. Task a little taller for them now. Whitehouse level 2-2 in the count. And he'll jump ahead and make it full. 3-2 popped up. Valdez goes over and makes the grab in foul territory for the first out of the inning.
Nice job right there from Moses Valdez. Tough play to make, but starting to try and get some momentum here if they want a shot at taking the series and taking the lead in inning 3. They need to quit these power hitters in the Mojo.
Speaking of power hitters, Dominic DeMiro stepping back in, 3 for 3 with a single and 2 homers. He'll ground this one left side. Schofield comes up firing, runs wide, and ends up out alongside the house. He'll give DeMiro second as it went out of play.
Yeah, and that, you know, Aaron Schofield had to put a lot of juice on that one.
Things starting to spiral a little bit for the Aces here in the bottom of the second.
Very uncharacteristic of Moses Valdez. He's a big-time pitcher, so he's at his best when he's playing the best teams. We saw against the Nighthawks last week. Maybe taking a little bit off pressure-wise to facing the second-worst record team, and they're jumping all over him.
Hatch behind 0-2 here.
2-1. First one 61. 1-2, right? First one 61. Oh, sorry. So once. 2. Yeah. 1-1. Wrong league.
So fall behind 1-2 as Valdez tried to quick pitch him a little. The 1-2 popped up right side. Pratt and Valdez go over onto the concrete. You don't see that every day, but it drops foul out of harm's way.
Always a little nerve-wracking watching the players run over there. Gotta make sure they're not running into any obstacles.
Some big glass doors over there on the patio. Misses outside. It's 2-2. This one skied. Valdez steps off the mound and hauls it in for the second out of the inning.
Nice job from Valdez to battle back after giving up those back-to-back home runs, 2 straight outs.
Now he'll look to escape the inning and give his team a puncher's chance as Austin Whitehouse steps in and leaves the first pitch down low for ball 1. This one grounded left side. Schofield pumps. Interesting play. He deked like he was going to first, comes up firing towards second to try and get the beanball.
Call on field is safe. And his foot was in there, so he'll remain safe.
So an interesting choice. Everybody's safe, and it's first and second with 2 outs.
I like the idea, but with a veteran player like Dominic DeMiro, he knows that Aaron Schofield might go to that fake throw to first, get the easier play run into third with no one to cover. Dom knows better, folds there, and now it's a chance for a 5-for-5 game.
Not only that, but a chance to really blow this game open. Two on, 2 gone. First pitch to DeMiro stays downstairs for ball 1.
I was going to say maybe Valdez might try and pitch around him here, but he's going right after him.
And so far, it's advantage Valdez. And it will be this time. No 5-for-5 day for Dominic DeMiro. He goes down on strikes, but it's going to be work to do for the Aces in the top of the 3rd. They need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. Jace Pratt will lead things off here in the 3rd. Takes ball 1 inside to open up his at-bat.
8 hits on the day for the Mojo to only 2 for the Aces. They're going to need to string a few together here if they want a chance.
And Alex Hatch has been lights out, really trying to make himself known as a big game player. As that's lined back up the middle, DeMiro stumbled a little bit, and Pratt will hustle down the line in safely with a leadoff single, and now the tying run comes to the plate.
First hit of the game for Jace Pratt. He's trying to mount a Aces rally, and just like that, the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Kyle Shea.
And what a story this would be. AWA debut, first career homer, and now potentially an opportunity to level this game at 4. First pitch to him misses inside ball 1. That'll drop in 59 to 54 on the first 2 pitches of this at bat. This runs inside for ball 2.
You're fine, it's fine. You like that ball? I don't know. I have some strikes in it.
Hatch looking to work towards closing down this 2nd game. And he'll drop that one in for strike 2.
Ball out of here.
Keeps going back to that ball. It's got some mojo on it.
Some mojo, perhaps. 2-2 tagged foul.
Go to a different ball here.
We'll see how this works out for him. 2-2 once again. Lined up the middle.
Oh.
Skips off the hand of DeMiro. It looked like everybody was safe. A close play at 2nd.
Yeah, calling the field is safe. We'll take a look at the replay, but that's a tough. That looks like he's safe.
So back to New York. They call him safe.
And that is unfortunate because that almost could have been a double play there. It would have been huge, and instead it's 2 on, no outs. Ace is catching a break there.
Broadcasters are athletes too.
Seems like every time Moses is up, got 3 or 4 balls coming at us.
0-2 on the way. Just upstairs for ball 1. Hatch thought it was going to drop in.
Wow.
1-2 got him to wave at it for the first out of the inning.
That's tough. Slow pitch right there. Ephus-like. Looks so juicy to swing at. And it just never breaks back to the plate.
And a big first out to quell a little bit of trouble there for Alex Hatch. Still 2 on, but now 1 away. Back to the top of the order with Aaron Schofield.
You can hear Tommy Tickets hyping up Hatch from first base quite a bit.
As that is a huge swing from Aaron Schofield.
They're looking at those 51-mile-per-hour breakers and swinging as hard as they can. Ooh.
2-1. Tapped foul, it's 2-2.
The drop ball's working for him today.
2-2 pitch. Skied, Hatch goes over and hauls it in for the second out.
Big out right there. It'll come down to Jace Pratt once again. Would be go-ahead run. A lot of pressure for the young man.
Representing the go-ahead run here in the top of the third. Hatch looking to secure the series for the Mojo.
Mojo want this better than any team, probably other than the Cyclones.
I'd say the Nighthawks wouldn't mind it as well.
Yeah, Nighthawks definitely don't mind it.
1-0 popped up left side. Whitehouse goes over, and the Mojo claim this series against the top team in the AWA, the reigning champion Aces. We'll play one more time as the Aces look to salvage the series, but it's a 2-0 start for the Mojo.
Dominic, let me grab you from here and be right quick. There you go.
Line up for you guys.
I'm pitching. We'll put Dom at. You want to play second or short? Probably Dom at third. Hatch at second.
I'll play third.
Yeah.
Oh, Rover.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so freaking tired.
And after his big-time performance, Dominic DeMiro is down the first baseline with Robert.
All right, Dominic, talk about how important it is to get 2 wins against a strong Aces team here and win the series.
Hey, every win matters. We're just glad to be able to scrape away 2 right there and hopefully go for a third here.
Talk about the dominance for you personally in that second game.
I mean, like I always say, is see ball, hit ball, just it's in the zone.
That was the one to do it on too.
Let the rest come out.
All right, good luck out there for game 3. Back booth, guys.
Grass looks great.
I've been throwing a lot of water here. You can't really tell, but I am. Every night I put some water on it. I need to aerate it. That's when we played a couple years ago. Terrible.
I'm telling you.
You good, Jay?
Very surprising turn of events. Right there you see Aces, defending champs. And right now they've lost the series against the second worst team. They got one more game to salvage, but part of the reason why they went on that World Series run is they won a record 12 series in a row to close out the regular season. Sorry, 12 games. 12 series would be the entire season.
Favorite thing about that shot is the photo of Trevor May looking absolutely shocked out there.
Tommy Tickets on there as well. So it looked like Jace Pratt will be working here. Moses Valdez's day is done. CRA has jumped up a .35. He's sitting at 2.25, which kind of is the most interesting part. Is it kind of opens up the Cy Young race. I'm sure he's still squarely in the lead, but anything can happen. Austin Whitehouse will lead it off.
Getting ready to go in the third and final game of this series. We are underway, and Whitehouse is behind 0-2.
Jace Pratt has looked like he's had his A stuff here today. Doing a very good job of getting ahead in the counts.
And you said that Moses's ERA is 2.25?
Yep.
That would put him second, like you said earlier. Peter McNeil on top, as that is chopped and just sneaks out of the foul ball zone. Leadoff single.
Yeah, and Jace Pratt and Aaron Schofield a little annoyed there. Tried to touch it in that foul ball zone. Fortunately, couldn't get it to it in time, and that's as good as it goes for placement on the infield.
I'm looking here at the ERA chart. There's about 5 guys that are all right in contention for that Cy Young now, with Valdez struggling. Peter McNeil with the top ERA, and then Valdez, Josh, Andrew, Gradwall, and DJ Oliver. That's line center field off the wall. Takes a weird bounce. Whitehouse comes around for third.
Wow.
He'll be in there safely. Dominic DeMiro, a stand-up double.
Yeah, and right when I saw that ball, I was like, you know what? There's a chance for a triple there just with the weird bounce, but Kyle jumped over there very quickly. And on the throw, almost got Austin Whitehouse. You know, this Aces team is missing 2 of their major pieces in Morgan Granch and Dylan Carroll, but this is still not how we expected this to go.
So Alex Hatch ahead 2-0 now, and he'll have a big opportunity to get things going early here in the top of the first of Game 3.
Like we were talking about how close it was the Cy Young race, an out without a run scoring is good enough for 0.02 of the ERA droppage at this rate in the league. So if you think about that, if you have a shutout, you can get your ERA below 0.15 less. So it's kind of any of those top 5 guys game. String together a couple good starts and they'll be in the lead.
Shaping up to be a interesting end to the regular season. Only a couple weeks left. Is that at 49? Just catches the zone for strike 1. Little excuse me swing from Whitehouse is tagged foul.
And I think that was hitting.
0-2 got him.
Nice job, Jace Pratt. Loads the bases, but gets an out there. Unfortunately for him now, Dominic DeMiro will step in. Seems like he's swinging a chair out there. Tennis racket, whatever you want to call it. He got his 20th RBI. Now hitting .414 with 8 home runs.
That was a good reference. Meanwhile, the National League up 6-0 on the American League. NL lost something like 10 All-Star games in a row, and then they're going for 2 and 3 years right now. So that's line center field. Good play. Coming up firing is Kyle Shea, and he'll nab the runner at home. An inning-ending double play, unassisted, from the rookie in only his 3rd career game. It'll strand the bases loaded and end the frame. Zeros on the scoreboard.
Austin Whitehouse will be on the mound, and after a rough start to begin the year, he started to find his stuff. It's got his ERA down to a 5.40. The Mojo most likely will need him for the majority of the season. I mean, Tommy Tickett's big team player guy. He can't throw. He's just going to be manning first base with that UCL injury. Austin Whitehouse, he pitched 2 the week prior. Tommy Tickett's only pitched 1.
So Aaron Schofield will lead things off as per usual, and he'll take ball 1 down low to open things up.
And I expect this Aces team to take quite a few pitches. They've never seen Austin Whitehouse pitch before, and right as I say that.
Right on cue, but the throw skips away from Tommy Tickett's. And Schofield is aboard to open things up.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if, even if that was a good throw caught, yeah, most likely would have been in time, but pretty difficult play right there.
So with the leadoff man aboard, Jace Pratt will step in and look to keep moving the line. First pitch to him, chopped foul at 56 for strike 1.
And Austin Whitehouse, one of those guys, kind of just throws a slider, relies on deception and arm angles to get the pitches by the hitter.
Pratt level in the count 2-2. As that misses down low for ball 3. And missed outside, so after falling behind early, Pratt works his way back into the at-bat and finds himself aboard with a walk.
Unnecessary stats. I think Jace Pratt leads the league in grunts this year.
Got to put that on his advanced stats profile.
Yeah.
Stat Muse.
Mark Campanero collapse. Dominic DeMuro with safety bag avoidance.
Jace Pratt with the highest X grunt in the league.
Tommy Tickett's with the most injuries. Well, it's quick work right there.
Whitehouse pounding the zone there, and he retires Shea on 4 pitches.
Yeah, and Austin Whitehouse, for the most part, you know exactly what's coming. You just got to be ready to hit it. He does a great job of hiding the ball out of his arm slot, so it'll come in looking quicker than it actually is.
Popped up, hooking foul, and Whitehouse hauls it in. Schofield thought about testing him, but after an earlier poor decision, he'll hold up. After getting the first 2 men aboard, Austin Whitehouse looking to work his way out of this inning. First pitch to Schofield in there for strike 1. Second pitch in there for strike 2. Whitehouse attacking early, and that'll be popped up onto the roof of the fire pit.
3 straight sliders at 57, top of the zone.
Tagged foul at 58. Schofield trying to stay alive here. Not for much longer though. 56 entices him to swing. He goes down, and the Aces strand 2 men aboard. We head to the second, still zeros.
What a fella. What a guy.
Which is tough because he's like 7 inches taller than me. He's also getting it.
Back for more here in the top of the second. It'll be Jace Pratt facing Alex Hatch. So that misses upstairs for ball 1. Hatch waves at 55 to move the count back even.
The Aces and Moses Valdez still has 2 innings of eligibility. But why would you put him in when Jace Pratt has been pitching some good shutout wiffle ball?
Oh, hey now.
Don't see that very often.
To quote the great Bob Uecker, just a bit outside. This one gets him to swing at 58, though, for the first out of the inning.
Jace Pratt has found something here against the Mojo.
Kicking it into another gear.
That's what they don't teach you about the neighbors fence.
And trying to set the Aces up to at least steal a game in this series. So it'll be Austin Whitehouse with 1 down, back to the top of the order. As he waves at that one at 58 for strike 1.
Loves those sliders.
Oh, my bad.
Concussion.
Didn't love that pitch.
That bat, obviously. Definitely didn't slip.
2-1 now.
Ooh. That knuckleball.
Dropped down to 49 for the second strike.
Twos.
2-2 pitch now from Pratt. Whitehouse thought about it, but holds off, and the count goes full. 48, so the slowest pitch of the at-bat gets him to swing strike 3, and there's 2 down. Jace Pratt dominant early.
Yeah, I walked forward.
Only hit he's given up. I guess he's given up 2, but Dominic DeMiro double in his first at bat.
You'll be like that guy in the Aqua Sox, dude. Mid-90s for both sides.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
Tapped foul for strike 1 to DeMiro. As that one misses outside.
Those sliders are breaking for Jace Pratt. Say what, 5-6 feet of break on those pitches?
That caught DeMiro on the shoulder before dropping into the zone. 2-1. Outside, and Pratt in a little bit of a jam here, trying to work his way out of a 3-1 count. That's tapped foul, and the count goes full.
I think Dom might want that one back. Bit of a hanger over the heart of the plate.
Payoff pitch. Stays upstairs for ball 4, a 2-out walk issued to Dominic DeMiro.
Alex Hatch will step in 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout here in game number 3.
Yeah, like, wow, that was, this guy sucks. He knows.
And then you go, how did I do this guy? Yeah, 1-2, 0-2.
So 1 on with 2 away now for Alex Hatch, and both teams still searching for the first run of this 3rd game. Pratt toes the rubber and fires. Just missed inside for ball 1.
I'll say this was the quietest I've seen from this Aces team. They're used to just sweeping teams, at least winning the series. They have a chance to get swept for the first time, and I'm gonna have to go back and do some research.
Popped up, Pratt goes over, but it's up onto the roof of the fire pit, and the count moves to 2-2.
Hatch saved by the, what do you want to call that, gondola?
Something like 2-2 pitch on the way from Pratt. And Hatch holds off and runs the count full.
Oh my.
Gets him to watch for strike 3. Jace Pratt unhittable in the second. We go to the bottom of the frame. Aces looking to strike first.
He's hitting that with a wood bat. With a wood bat. Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. No.
Bottom of the second on the way. Austin Whitehouse looking to replicate his performance from the first inning. And Alex Hatch was giving the review signal out there from second base after his check swing was reviewed earlier. 2-1 misses low. It's a 3-1 count. That'll be grounded right side. It's going to stay fair. Pratt's going to try the old Javi Baez move. It doesn't work out this time, though. And there's one away.
There's that lovely grunt.
Any harder? Then yeah, I'm throwing.
Hey, just pick a guy.
So back to Kyle Shea now. Struck out his first time up. Outside ball 1 to open this at bat. As he takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Two and 1 now. Blasted left side off the wall. Thought it had a chance to get out. DeMiro slipped and fell. So Shea is going to be safe on first.
That ball was a foot away from getting out. Kyle Shea almost put the Aces on top here in the bottom of the second.
So Moses Valdez going to work now. As he leaves that one for ball 1. 1-2 pitch. Grounded left side, but foul.
And Austin Whitehouse has pitched very well here.
1-2 again. This one's going to be fair. DeMiro over there at third. I'm so used to saying Austin Whitehouse's name over at the hot corner, but DeMiro no throw. It's going to be first and second with one away.
Yeah, it's definitely tough having Dom over there. I mean, he's a lefty. So, I mean, they got Hatch too, who's also a lefty. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation. Then you got Tommy Tickets, who for now will be a lefty. Can't throw with his right arm. This might be an AWA first.
Schofield leaves that one in the dirt for ball 1. So Austin Whitehouse finding himself in some trouble here, as that's going to be rocketed out to left. Aaron Schofield knew it off the bat. A 3-run shot that clears Club 65 and gives the Aces the advantage here in the bottom of the second.
There's only a matter of time for Aaron Schofield to take his home run trot. 11th on the year, 35th RBI. Breaks this game open for the Aces. Finally, they have a lead in the later innings.
Jace Pratt stepping in to take some cuts, and he'll hit here, but his mind might be on pitching in the top of the third. He'll likely be tasked with trying to close it out as he watches 3 pitches go by for the second out of the inning.
Goes over to the dugout, kind of like what just happened. 3 pitches. Didn't have time to think about the at-bat before he was out.
Whitehouse looking to replicate it here, but Shea will wear one. 1-1 fouled back over by the hot tub. Tried to slow him way down. 2-2. Missed outside, count is full. White House looking to get out of the inning. Got him to swing at it. We head to the third. Mojo need 3 to keep this game going, 4 to take the lead.
So Moses Valdez, who still has innings of eligibility, Jace Pratt will stay in there, and unfortunately we have seen complete breakdowns from Jace in the third inning, specifically the Cyclones. They were up 6-0, gave up 10 runs in the top of the third. So anything can happen here. I think it starts to get out of control for Jace Pratt. Moses Valdez will step in.
So an interesting strategy opportunity here for the Aces, but they're hoping Jace Pratt can let it ride and they can at least salvage this third game. Starts off the inning with a strike on the inside corner to Whitehouse. Popped up. Started off fair, hooks back foul.
Yeah, bold move to not run that one out.
Whitehouse will need to defend here in an 0-2 count, though. 0-2 offering is in the dirt for ball 1, and Whitehouse will get one back. This time, though, he goes down swinging for the first out of the frame. 58 upstairs enticed him enough to hack at it, and he can't connect.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Austin Whitehouse falls victim to the submarine. Now Dominic Muir is going to try and start this rally for the Mojo.
He's been hitting the ball well throughout this series, and he'll keep that going as he lines one off the wall. He'll hold up at first, but a one-out single has the Mojo in business.
Dominic Muir has been crushing it ever since game 1, where he was unable to get a hit. Came alive. It's his second hit of the game. Alex Hatch will step in.
Hatch 0 for 2 with a walk and a couple of strikeouts so far. As the first pitch to him goes inside for ball 1.
Just late on that ball.
Fouled it the other way.
Went a mile. I think we lost it.
1-1. And the 2-1 stays outside to make it a 3-1 count. Tying runs sitting on deck at the moment. As Pratt gets one back, entices a swing.
Just out in front of that one. Nice changeup.
3-2.
Nice changeup.
Pratt looking for the second out of the inning. And foul off again. Hatch
feeling something in his right elbow.
That.
Swinging too hard. Been old.
Once again, the payoff pitch is again fouled back. Alex Hatch.
9th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Fighting tooth and nail to stay alive here. He goes down on 48 miles an hour from Jace Pratt.
Jace Pratt doing well here in the third inning. Knock on some wood for him. That's a great start. 2 outs, only 1 runner on. 1 more out to close this thing out, salvage a win.
So the Mojo down to their final out here in game number 3. It was Aaron Schofield's 3-run shot that, at least as of now, has proved to be the difference maker. First pitch to Whitehouse upstairs, ball 1. And again, missing high.
And if Austin Whitehouse can get on, that'd set up Dominic DeMuro, the tying run, to come to the plate.
He's ahead 3-0. Pratt dancing around the zone a little so far. And he'll just drop that one in for ball 1.
I think that was a take all the way there for Austin.
3-1 pitch. Swung through strike 2. And the Mojo down to their final strike. Payoff pitch on the way. Drops in strike 3, looking. The Aces steal game 3. They at least get 1. But the Mojo expand their gap on the 8th place Cyclones and take the series 2-1. For all of us here at the AWA, we will see you tomorrow. 3 series in 3 days. So we've still got 2 more days of this.
He's 70 days.